What's up, everybody? Today, we're going to talk about Lamb of God's Omerta. It's crazy to think about now, but there was a time in my life where I just didn't want anything to do with Lamb of God.
Move this man!
But this was one of the tracks that changed my mind completely. Omerta is a violently poetic track that is also Lamb of God's easiest song to play. From the opening spoken words to the crushing riffs, it's more than just a song, it's a declaration by Randy. But what is the story behind this brutal anthem? We'll dive into the history of the track, explore the crushing guitar tone, and uncover why Omerta is one of Lamb of God's most iconic songs. And of course, I'm going to show you guys some of the song's best riffs. Let's dive deep into Omerta's legacy, one that reshaped Lamb of God's path forever. And by the end, you'll see that it's more than just a song, it's an anthem. In December of 2003, Lamb of God signed with a new label, Epic Records, but this new label contract came with a catch. They needed a new album fast, which in retrospect is crazy because they just released an album in May of 2003. Their growing momentum, fueled by As the Palaces Burn and the music video for Ruin, caught the attention of Epic Records. But this opportunity brought intense pressure. With these intense deadlines, they had no luxuries like last time, being able to sit down with the music they were writing and take their time. They needed to get stuff done fast, and miraculously they did it in 6 months. Through collaboration, they were able to push their creative boundaries. One silver lining to Epic's wider reach and financial support meant that the band members could quit their day jobs, so that the creation of this album became a little bit easier because they could focus fully on the music. Their first step was getting a producer. After previous experiences with Stephen Austin and Devin Townsend, their A&R rep, Katz, recommended Machine, who is known for his energetic and hands-on approach. Randy Blythe later described Machine as a highly physical presence in the studio, using aggressive gestures to bring out vocal performances. Under his guidance, the band focused more heavily on songwriting and vocal delivery, which helped shape the album's direction. Among the standout tracks from the record is Omerta, a song that epitomizes the album's themes of retribution and violence. Its opening, chilling dialogue sets a very dark tone, drawing listeners into a brutal exploration of loyalty and vengeance. Omerta stands out because it's one of Lamb of God's easiest songs to learn on guitar, yet still remains one of their heaviest songs. Its slow grinding pace creates an eventual build-up into the bridge, which is kind of ironic because the song that Willie brought into the studio was a lot faster, but Machine and the band worked to slow it down to give it that crushing impact that it has now. The main riff of the song immediately grabs your attention with its simplicity and weight, which also makes it very catchy. This space allows Randy's vocals to hit with full force. The chorus follows suit, keeping things simplistic, both a lot of space, for Randy's powerful delivery. After another round of verse and chorus, we get the bridge, where things start to change up. This section features two different riffs, with the second riff having a slight variation on itself. The song returns to the main riff, now at a faster tempo, with relentless chugging between note stabs, a perfect way to close out the track. Its simplicity and repetition make Omerta a beginner-friendly song that's fun to play. It's also a great way to practice pinch harmonics, a technique I've definitely undervalued in the past. For Randy Blythe, Omerta is a standout both musically and thematically. The song reflects his admiration for the idea of personal accountability, a concept that he finds really compelling in these days, because we live in this insane, litigious, whiny society. The opening line, while not directly lifted from the Mafia, channels the infamous code of silence, Omerta, which is where the song gets its name. The message of the song is clear. Avoid law enforcement and handle your own problems. This theme runs throughout the song, weaving between vivid biblical imagery of Judas' betrayal and a poetic portrayal of the Mafia's ruthless justice for those who break their code. Like the riffs, the lyrics are simple, brutal, and catchy. For the guitar tone of the album, they used a Mesa Boogie Mark IV. Mark Morton, for his guitar parts, either used his 1975 Les Paul or his Jackson Dominion, as seen in the Laid to Rest studio video. Willie Adler in the same video is shown using his Framus Diablo custom, but he also may have used his ESP Eclipse models. Omerta has been performed live 507 times, making it Lamb of God's 8th most played song live, and a fan favorite despite it not being a single for the album. Its crushing riffs and dark lyrical themes resonate deeply with audiences, often becoming a highlight of the band's live performances. The album, Ashes of the Wake, which features Omerta, debuted at number 27 on the Billboard 200, and achieved gold status by 2016. The record was a defining moment in Lamb of God's discography, cementing their legacy as metal giants, and separating them from the metalcore bands that they hated being compared to. The song's inclusion in live releases like Philadelphia and Ashes of the Wake live in Richmond further underscored its enduring appeal to fans. Even before the album's release, Lamb of God was relentlessly touring. They showcased their ferocious energy on Ozfest's second stage, which helped them grow an even wider fan base. By 2005, they had played 110 shows, solidifying their place as one of the most influential bands for the era. This is hands down my favorite Lamb of God song. Its simplicity, paired with its heaviness, and its catchiness has always stood out to me. The guitar parts are incredibly satisfying to play, making it an excellent warm-up piece. It's not technically demanding, but it gets your wrists moving for more technical playing. Weirdly, as a metal guitarist, I never really learned how to pinch harmonic. Mainly out of stubbornness, but also early on, I was not holding the pick correctly. But even after I changed how I hold my pick, I still didn't really want to learn the technique. That wasn't until I was learning to play this song, because it's the main part of the song. It's vital to getting it right, so I had to learn how to pinch harmonic, which I'm really glad I did because it's a really fun technique to add to songs, and I can't believe how dumb I was for not learning it sooner. The poetic brutality of the lyrics is also another thing that resonates with me. Some lines still give me goosebumps, which doesn't happen often with songs. I don't connect with it on a deeply personal level, but its sheer heaviness alone makes it unforgettable. For me, it's truly just a special track. Omerta stands as a cornerstone in Lamb of God's catalog, embodying the perfect balance of groove, aggression, and storytelling that defines their sound. Its brutal simplicity and lyrical intensity has solidified it as a fan favorite, carving out a lasting legacy within the metal genre. The song not only exemplifies the band's ability to create memorable music, but also highlights their knack for weaving compelling narratives into their music. Even after all these years, Omerta remains as a testament to Lamb of God's impact on metal, blending raw power and poetic depth in a way that resonates with listeners, and cements their place as metal giants. Let me know what you think of this song down below. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to check out this one. I did a whole video on Lamb of God's Ashes of the Wake last year, so if you want to know more about the history behind the whole album, some facts behind the songs, and a deeper look into the guitar tone, check out this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.